Greetings everybody, this is Red on VFR and this is a Honda Shadow 1100. The very one, there was a fly on my screen on my phone. I'm actually recording with my phone. I do apologize for the wind. If it's coming through, I am trying to cover my microphone as much as I can. But this is the 85 1100. So I already featured it multiple times on my channel. It might be sold. That's why I'm doing a kind of last hooray video. Because who knows, it might go and I will never be able to find something similar to it or ride something like this ever, because it's very much a beautiful piece of Honda history. One of the most powerful motorcycle of that time. Oh, Magna was there too, but like V65 with 120 horsepower, obviously. But this was one of the very fast cruiser bikes, liquid cooled and everything. Remember the tire issue that I mentioned in the last episode? It is brand new as of I believe like a week. Yeah, a week I think. It happened to me a week ago and I replaced it the very next day. I had the tire, as I said before. I did buy those tires as a set from DennisKirk.com if you're interested. It's a Minnesotan company. It's located in Rush City. I'm no way affiliated with it, but it's just a good company. Never had issues with it, and since I live in Minnesota, I get my parts very much the next day. So those are Dunlop's D404F and D04R, or just a 404. I'm in gear. That's not good. Whatever it is, I don't remember. I don't even remember, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. The back tire is from the week of 44 of 2022, and the front one is week of let's see here, I'll turn the camera for you. There it is, 24 of 2022. So both are brand new, very much. The back tire probably has no more than 200 miles. The front one has, I don't know, 50, if that. The bike is very cool, very cool. Lots of features, lots of chrome. It's beautiful. It is a collector piece. I wish I could collect it, but unfortunately, I'm not a millionaire or not wealthy enough to keep collecting those bikes. The intent was to kind of ride it, experience it, and kind of sell it. As I said before, it has 42,618 miles. They did rack up because I did ride to another location, which means I actually rode it here to my favorite location. This is a very much a Norwood, Young America, Baylor Regional Park. My favorite park of all time. If you happen to be in Minnesota, visit it. It's worth it. So this bike is very clean. And if you remember, I had issues with mirrors. Those are brand new. I did buy them black because I wanted those mirrors to be black. There's enough chrome on this bike, to be honest. But here's a deal. The bike is mostly black, and I wanted black mirrors. They're very thin. Well, not very, but probably 50% thinner than usual. They're kind of tinted a bit. There's the green tint on them. And do they work? Yeah, absolutely. They work. They inform me of everything. And since they locate so high up, they're actually almost higher than my shoulders. So they inform me of everything. They do not cover the vision in the front of the bike, so that it's kind of obstructing the vision for me, but it doesn't. I wish I was able to ride with someone, because my wife even didn't experience a backrest at all. Those rims are amazing. Those 5-star I don't think they're called Pentastar, because Pentastars were on CB750s, and those were like double 5-spoke. Well, actually, it's like a 10-spoke rim, but technically it's a 5. It's like pentagram. This is why it's called Pentastar. Penta means 5 from Latin, I believe. Other than that, it's a wonderful, wonderful piece of equipment. Had 0 issues with it. Actually, I had 1. I'll tell you what. Well, the tire doesn't count because the tire is swappable and, it's not a part of the bike per se. But the issue was, it's not even an issue too. The fuel gauge. The fuel gauge is not very informative. What I mean by that is that when you fill up the bike, okay, I think it holds more than 4 gallons. You would think that 4 gallons, let's imagine it's 4 gallons. You would think that, it makes sense now. See, I never read the legend. So E means empty, and F means not quite full, but half a tank. Which actually might explain. So as soon as the needle starts moving, in my opinion, you better fuel up. Because what happened to me is that I rode for more than 100 miles and the needle was still like in the middle of the gauge. So I thought maybe I had half a tank. Because MPG on this bike should be 40 plus, depending how you ride, obviously. And, well, I kind of got stranded. So the bike had its arrow on the E, and I had to call my wife. So she had to grab all, our kids and bring myself a jug of gasoline, about 2 gallons or so, which made me come home the same day. Yeah, other than that, to be honest, the temperature gauge works very well. It is a liquid cooled bike, so it does what it's supposed to be. So the liquid does what it's supposed to be. The fan kicks in. No issues, you can hear it. Actually, it's a lot quieter than my VFR. With the VFR, I can hear it. With this bike, I don't. Maybe it works on slower RPMs, but it does look like this bike has a bigger radiator. Maybe that's why the RPMs are not that tall or not that high. The brakes are very much adequate, even though they're kind of small. It's a dual brake in the front and single drum brake on the back. Single drum brake? I don't think there is such a thing. It's just a drum brake. Just to prove for you that this tire is brand new. Both of those lines are still here. I rode this tire maybe, as I said, maybe 50 miles of that. Well, as far as the headlight, I would replace it. I was kind of contemplating about it, and then I don't think I will be able to replace it because I have so many projects going on at the same time. I don't know. The fork seals, this guy is fine. This one is not. This one is leaking. So not only the dust seal, but also the oil seal or the fork seal that is inside is gone bad. Maybe there is what's it called? Rust. This dust seal is cracked, but the oil seal is still intact since there's no marks of oil coming out. So I would replace those. To be honest, I have a full set. Well, I suppose 2 dust seals and 2 fork seals, which would make it 4 pieces. I do have both to repair it. I don't know how to do it. I am learning, and I'm learning it on my CB750K. Actually, I'm replacing 750C, but if I'm successful, I'll be replacing the 750K fork seals. That bike, I don't know. I don't know if I get to it, But if you give it to the shop, I'm sure they won't charge you more than $250. That's the only thing that is wrong with the bike, mechanically, I suppose. But visually, as I said before, there is a little split. Maybe it's easy to patch up. I don't think so, because this seam, I don't know if it's patchable or not. See, it's not on the seam where it was sawn. It's right by it. Very comfortable bike. And actually, I never checked the suspension as far as the setup. I don't know if it's possible to make it firmer. So someone who knows those bikes, please let me know if it is adjustable. In my opinion, it should be, because I remember in CBs, for example, or even the Shadow 750 that my brother has, the VT 750 DC, I think. This shock can be turned, and there is like a ladder, step. You can adjust whether you want a softer ride or a firmer ride. This bike does not appear to have those. Maybe they are covered. I don't know how to adjust them. Maybe they're not adjustable, who knows. But I mean, it's adequate for what it is. It is a beautiful piece of equipment the Honda made back in the day. I wish I could keep it. I wish I could have myself a bigger garage, but you know, those are wants instead of needs. So I'd rather have something that I need than want at the moment. And then when the time comes, maybe I'll be able to afford all of the bikes that I want. Who knows? I'm working on it. This guys. In any case, thank you very much for staying and checking things out on my channel that I try to post and create and kind of go around and talk to you about it. You know, certain things unlock certain memories in some people, because I've had very, very positive, good comments about this bike. That someone had them, someone want to find it, someone's fixing it. Yeah, it's a brilliant bike. In any case, thank you very much again for joining. Take care and goodbye. And answering my own question, rear shock absorbers, they are adjustable. There's 5 positions. 1 being light low for light loads, and 2 to 5 increased preload for stiffer ride. Wow, this wind is something else. So that's what it looks like. Just in case if you need it, you will need a hook spanner. I just have adjusted them because it does come with a full set of tools. Just in case if you're curious about it. But I did put them on 3 instead of 2. So we'll see how firm it's going to be.